chord, damn it. C chord, damn it. That's a sad chord. I was thinking about empathy and how very misunderstood this is. And anybody that has it is probably going to feel like shit most of the day if they pay attention. And that's why all my life I've been so uncomfortable. But I don't want it to get better. If getting better means that I have to sacrifice any bit of that whatsoever. Just because it hurts doesn't mean that it's not worth it. Oh shit, that's an undercover cop. Somebody told me that, you know how I've been complaining about the police everywhere? Somebody told me that, like, they're putting more police on the road just to see how society reacts. Well, they obviously don't watch this channel, do they? Bitches. I understand why people don't like this channel. I mean, I'm very redundant, but I'm sporadic, but I'm still redundant. And also, I'm mentally ill, and also, I'm seemingly misogynistic, and people are probably gonna say I'm racist. Yeah, because I want all the races to prosper. That's what it means. You can't prosper if you see yourself as a victim. And I'm not suggesting that you haven't been through anything. It's been terrible. I'm not suggesting that I don't understand why you're angry. But anger either leads to rage or it leads to apathy. So it's not gonna serve you, baby. You know, I used to be a really angry person. That's funny to anybody that watches this. Yeah. And we watch it. We watch it more than y'all believe that. But no, we used to be really angry. people that continue to see themselves as victims are going to continue to make themselves victims. Because you're already weak-minded. You have a mindset that is very, very weak, okay? And people will take advantage of that. That's why somebody that has borderline personality disorder, which involves chronic abandonment issues, is more likely to end up with a narcissist that also has chronic abandonment issues, but they're not as pronounced. So when somebody sees that you're weak, they're going to exploit that. And if you're angry because you think you've been mistreated, you're probably going to listen to people that claim that they have the solution to that, even though they don't, and it's obvious that they don't. So there's not always a solution. Those that sell you that, they know that you'll believe them. Because you're too emotionally unstable to question the validity of their statement. You know, like when you want to believe something. You don't care if what you believe in is absolutely nothing. I know that people can say that about religion, but the difference is that religion actually changes something, my energy. Well, I was thinking about that yesterday. I was reading a psalm, Psalm 34, and I was like, holy shit, how did I not know about the psalm? Anytime I read a psalm, and I'm just like, this is so amazing, and I feel like my vibrational frequency is off the fucking chart. All because I just read this, you know? Like, I was just contemplating what Carl Jung said about God, and it's like, yeah, it's just a feeling. I can't logically explain that, you know? Because it's like an energy, a presence that I feel. And I can understand why clinicians would be like, that's delusional, and we're gonna make money off of that, you know? Because people... And it doesn't matter, like, where that frequency comes from. Like, you could say it comes from Jesus. You could say that it comes from, like, the earth. You could say that it comes from Buddha or whatever. You know? Like, if you feel that, you can't deny that you feel that. But I forgot the point I was going to make. Of course you did. But no, there's this positive energy that you get from that. And of course, anybody that has that is going to be a threat because they're able to have that through just simplistically, you know, thinking about, you know, their existence, or like reflecting on just how amazing things are. Like if you really think about it. And you know, I'm really lucky for that. And you know, many people would just discount it and say, well, it's not, you know, it's not real, man. It's not real. But I can't explain that. I really can't. And I think that now, at this point in the game, it's, you know, it's so obvious to people like me, but, you know,
everyone else in this country, it seems to take them a long ass time. But now they're just making it really evident that they're controlling everything. And that's why I'm not jumping for joy about the election results, because, you know, it would be awesome if this country wasn't run by a bunch of fucking Masons. That would be great. But because it is, it's hard to get enthused about anything, because it just seems like they're just buttering us up for something else. It's just a feeling that I have. But I'm the whack job, so I'm just gonna keep saying that. If I keep stressing that I'm a whack job, then people can't get mad at me for anything that I say. You know? But yeah, so I was reading Psalm 34, and I just felt this, like, this benevolence, understanding, comfort, and I actually really understand, like, why people would say that that's like a false comfort. But here's the thing, I think about people that, like, the people that wrote the Bible. It's like you could say, well, they were either inspired by God or they were inspired by, you know, the people controlling them. But, you know, like, I always wonder about that. Like, how did this start? How is this actually formed? You know, because we really don't know. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know. And it's easier for us to, you know, put that out of our mind and be like, oh, well, you know, it happened this way, you know, and just kind of leave it at that. But I think that everything is a means to try to control people. I think that controlling nature that we all have is, I think it's such a huge part of our existence. And I think that the reason why, like, these religions exist is to, like, attempt to explain everything, because we're so desperate for explanation. We're so desperate, because if we believe in explanation, then we feel like we're in control somewhat, you know? Because it settles our mind. So say something happens that's, you know, somewhat unfortunate. Say something happens and it's not very good. It's like, well, if you believe in God, you tell yourself, oh, well, that happened for a reason. I don't know the reason. I don't have to know the reason. Eventually I'll figure it out, you know? A person that doesn't believe in God, I'm not saying this is always the case, but a lot of time it is. A person that, I don't know why I'm smelling this. I know what it smells like. It's an onion. But I don't want my car to stink. Cause me and Ronit are making latkes tonight. Cause Hanukkah is coming up. And she made me latkes last summer, I think, before her fucking accident. Anyway, what was I saying? You're talking about a reason. There's a reason for everything. Yeah, I think that the people that don't believe in something, they tend to get angry. They tend to get really mad, like when something happens that they, you know, And so it's like, if you don't believe in God, you're more likely to trust some like fucking politician that says that they're gonna fix the climate, you know? But see, I don't believe in shit like Mother Nature. I think that's complete crap. But I guess I kind of look at the government the same way I look at God. You know? They're either everything or they're nothing, right? So, if they have control over like the way that our world is structured, why wouldn't they have control over the weather? Why is that crazy? Am I crazy? I guess I'm crazy, huh? But see, that's why I believe in God so much. So I'm like, okay, well, if the government has control of the weather, then I really have to believe in God. Because only that positive energy would save me from the weather machine. You know? I don't know why I have this. It's alright. I have the tendency to just have a bunch of stuff and I don't even know why it's here, and then like I don't have the thing that I need. Maybe it's because I'm a woman, I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. It's fun chit-chatting.